Okay, so we're working on um, we're at another phase of this conversation about this next year and what we're up to, and I know it's creating discomfort, being uncomfortable, and I know that that's not always fun. The whole introduction of measuring color has been, created a lot of discomfort. It continues to do that, and the fear around, well, how are we going to make it work during the season, and the price increase, and just a lot of things that are creating discomfort. But I know that as much as I don't like it, and I don't like seeing people uncomfortable, I know it's the space where good things happen. Going to the gym or running 21 miles. How many miles did you run this weekend? 21 miles is uncomfortable. Many of us, including myself, are sitting on the couch and she's out running 21 miles, like no big deal. So it's that space of being uncomfortable where growth happens. Hospice is there, and hospice provides, what does hospice do? You know what hospice is? And what does it do? What is their mission?
They care for older people.
Right.
Quality of life.
Make people comfortable. What they do is to give comfort. And that's at the end of life, to make them comfortable. And I know when I get comfortable, when I'm comfortable, when I don't go to the gym, or when I eat comfort food, or when I'm not growing. When you get comfortable, you're not growing. So, we're going through a season of discomfort, and it's creating new problems, which are opportunities. And, I keep learning. We keep running up against things that we figure new ways out, figure new problems that we have, that new things are coming up in our way that we need to solve. Yesterday we did 20 luxury services on the guests. It was, an opportunity to offset anything that there is about a price increase, because it was enhancing the service and the experience for a lot of guests. And it started off a little slow, and then all of a sudden everybody had an eye patch on. And we had one woman whose eye patch fell off, right? And you could see, right? Couldn't you see the difference of where the patch was and where the patch was, like the difference in her eyes, right? It was like...
One was puffy and one wasn't. Even she knows, look.
Yeah. So what I started to say was you've got to have the trifecta. You've got to sit in the bowl and have, I kind of thought that glove things were a little weird at first, right? It was a little weird when you're walking around with this saran wrap on your hands. But when they put them on, warmed them up a little bit, put a hot towel on them, then rubbed your hands while you're laying there with the eye patches are cooling and they feel good. And the experience of that, and even the steamer, maybe that got in my brain too. The steamer was on. The experience was, it took me away. Like, it was a beautiful experience. And I didn't know it was like that, experiencing it myself, like what can happen in the chaos, because there you're in the middle of the floor in the back room. Everything's going on around you, but it literally takes you away. And you have to have it yourself to understand, to see. You've had a Maria experience before. If you've had one of those, that's something that takes you away. But this all the way through and through took away anything that I had. So even from the eye patches to the hand massage to the pampering experience that it is, it really makes a difference when you have it too. And it's we have time right now. We have time today to offer these things. And if we create a new problem where we need to have extra people on to make this happen, it's really altering the experience, the luxury experience for people. It makes a big, big difference. And right now, especially, we have the opportunity to gift these things. So it's a chance to want to build it into your day right now, like even doing it in advance. Some people were saying, after they had them, hey, Sarah said, well, she might have done a Malibu. Didn't you discover a couple Malibus this week too?
Yeah, the Malibus are by far the best option.
Like that. Which ones are those? Which?
Because I used them both, and really all I needed was a little education. Try them, saw it the first time I used it. There's a benefit from it, and you can see it and feel it.
Yeah. You got a haircut client that
So not only like the blonding one, if you use that on gray hair, it cleans up a lot of the buildup that the water and yellow tries to do. I have a guess that I've tried toners and this, and then when I was reading about that, I was like, I wonder if this would work. Both of us immediately, as soon as I started blow drying her hair. So I think she's gonna add that on to every service, and was telling me maybe I should come in between and have it done because she's an 8-week haircut, you know, it's trimmed every 8 weeks.
Yeah, wow, yeah. And that's something you love.
So that was a really nice,
Does that work for Greg?
and it's 5 minutes.
It's for gray.
Like,
That's what
it's
she-
That's
great.
what we're talking
It's
about.
for
That's what I thought. I
blondes.
just
It's
wanted to
for
clarify.
blondes, but it works on gray hair. Like,
Okay.
it'll clean up and take off
All
the different minerals that build up from our water.
Okay, great.
And it brightens it right up.
Oh,
Like,
fantastic.
it is amazing.
All
Because
right.
we do have a lot of guests that don't do color anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, which is great. I wanted you to find, what you love. What ones that excite you, that make a difference for you?
Yeah, so
That's
those
it.
two have been, because you really see something and you can tell them the benefit.
Mm-hmm.
Which two, the blondes and the?
And the miracle ones I showed you.
Yeah.
Because, like, Jen just showed them to me the other day. I didn't even realize that we had them here already.
This one?
We didn't have them before, right?
No, we didn't.
That was the
I-
miracle repair.
Yeah, we did.
The purple is the
And
blonde.
this one?
Mhm.
I didn't know we had them, so she was
So what
on
is the
Monday.
miracle repair
And
then?
those two?
Yeah,
So I used this on Anna yesterday.
No, you used the other one.
Use the purple.
Yeah, well,
Didn't. It didn't.
you used the blondes on Anna, right?
Didn't try.
Oh, no, we gift them, we run them through, but we gift. So it shows up that you charge already, okay.
Yeah.
So what was the other one? The miracle repair. It's
The,
repairing, it's like a treatment?
yeah, it is. You can feel the hair stronger, shinier, without it being heavy and flat.
Mm.
So it's not just like a greasy mask that adds moisture. It actually goes in, you can feel a texture change, you can see a shine when you blow it dry, and the hair feels stronger.
How about these two?
what are they called?
Quick fix, I don't know, because that's more of like a color correction thing.
Quick
The
fix
hard
removal
water,
over-
when I was reading,
Yeah,
that's
that
kind of like, you don't want to do that after a color service or anything.
The quick fix, the purple one, is for, it's to remove toners. So like if
Yeah.
I've overtoned somebody before and I will use it and it'll take out that toner.
So this is before color.
That you want to use before color.
Are you
What is
familiar
it?
with the old pre-art? Remember the
Vaguely.
pre-art
Yeah.
before, or if you have clarifying, it's just a color prep before. So if you have someone that gets banding, or takes color unevenly, or fades funny, you can try a color prep before and maybe get a better end result with longevity. It's not for everyone, and it is an added step. So you either have to apply on wet hair, or you have to dry the hair before you're applying
You're
your color.
talking pre-art?
That
The
color
hard
prep.
water, yeah.
The color prep. So it is an added step before your color, and the hair is wet once you do it. So just something to think about when you're timing it out or adding it on.
So what will be the difference between that one and the white one?
The crystal gel, it's not specifically for color. Crystal gel is a hard water mineral remover, right? That one is specifically to prep the hair, and I believe, and I will check into it. Yeah, I will check into the color prep, but I believe it's actually a little bit gentler than the crystal gel.
The hard water.
The crystal gel, well, they also have a hard water one.
Yeah, that's the one we were just.
No, she had the color prep, didn't you?
The
No,
gold
the-
one.
The gold one is the hard water.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's color, that is color prep.
But it is made to use before
What does that one
color.
say?
Color prepare.
Yeah, the
Oh,
gold one is
okay.
for, hard water is like coppery.
This one is the regular mouth.
Yeah.
That's the good old tried and true standard.
Crystal, yeah, crystal.
And Brenda, what's the one you were talking about? Which one of those?
The blondes and the miracle repair.
Miracle.
The light lavender,
Not the
purple,
swimmer.
Green
and
and
the deep
purple.
blue.
Yeah, miracle repair and the blonde, and then we have the regular swimmers too. The Swimmers here that takes the.
Those
green
two you can add a steamer for, and it can buy you some time, and you can do that. It says you can add heat, so the steamer can be your heat source. I know you guys aren't using it yet, and I'm gonna look at the plug situation and see how we can support you on that in a different way.
What is the charge for that?
Uh,
I think those
They're
are,
like 50.
some are 10, some 15. Wait, there's different, they should all be one price, don't you think?
I'll have to go
Make it easy.
see.
I think they're all 15.
I think
now.
there might be a 15, yeah.
Yes, except for when you're doing like the color corrected ones, like the DDL, when you're in a color corrected.
Yeah, when you go to DDL and CPR, the larger ones.
Yeah.
Those aren't a condition review, so.
Those are different.
Those aren't little 5-minute treatments either.
Are they all the same in the system?
no,
No,
they will be
they're
different.
set up different ones.
The name of the amount is different, okay.
There's like 6 maladies set up.
So we gotta ask them.
Yeah.
Katie Brenda's another one of the legends. She's another one in that group that's pushing 30 years.
She was a child.
Yeah, yeah,
18?
yeah. She's also a certified WELA educator. So she never stops feeding her mind. She's responsible for all the WELA classes that we have here and making sure that we have a lot of support and education in-house. Oh, you were here on Monday. Okay, so with these luxury luxury offerings is what we're talking about again, so the offerings. So a couple things have changed. One of the things we noticed yesterday was, so up front, so at the front desk, when they go through the checkout process, now we don't have tickets yet. I know tickets will make things smoother, but we don't have that option right now. So why we don't have that option right now, it requires us to make sure all that information gets up front, whether it's a service that's changed, whatever happened on the measuring, or a service that was added. So even if it's a gift, we want to include that on the ticket so we know that there's history there, what service was done. One of the things that Sarah was doing yesterday was when they were getting a service, and if they enjoyed it, she said, well, I'm going to put you down for that on the next visit, whether it was the eye patch or the absolute repair, whatever it was. And you can take it off if you don't want to have it next time, but we have you in for it. So she was not only talking about that for today, but she was setting them up in the future because some of the people liked the experience, And really, remember this, that our goal is to have a third of the people take advantage of the offering. And it is just that, it's an offering. So you will have people who don't want it. Yesterday there were 55% of the people who said yes, but they were all given the opportunity to have the offering. So the differences are that information has to get up front before the guest leaves because they're not able to check people out until they have that information. What was happening, I noticed this yesterday, she was collecting the credit, giving them a total first. Now this is kind of backwards because it doesn't quite work. Giving them a total, pay me, then we'll talk about your next appointment, and then I'll tell you about what retail products were used on you. The problem with that is once she collects the money, they're done. It's over. I'm out. I'm gone. Get me out of here. Stop talking to me. We're finished. So the order being different with, this is when Chris would like to see you again. And they're retiring the term, do you want to book your next appointment? Retiring that language because nobody wants to do that. Puts them at Thanksgiving right now, and the last thing they want to think about is all the stuff they got to do at Thanksgiving. Their mind goes crazy when you say, what do you do on Thanksgiving week? Because that's your next appointment. They can't handle that. Chris would like to see you again in 4 weeks. That puts us at the 17th this afternoon work for you. Much easier for them to wrap their head around that. And it's working. I mean, 87, you guys had 86% pre-book here yesterday, 87% at the Village. Part of this campaign this year is getting that number from 65% average per month to 75%. Some of you are way, way over that. Some of you are way under that. So the average we want to be. So being at 85% makes a big, big difference. Stops the phones from ringing. They can pick up their appointment and move it if they need to. It's already online. So that sequence is changing up front, but in order for them to have that sequence, they can't be guessing up there. They can't just look at history. It has a lot more weight when it comes from you, what they're doing. Lisa said she needs to see you again in 4 weeks. We're going to do this on you. So they may have to come back and hunt you down to get that information if it doesn't happen. So you got it. This is a new habit that we have to get into, and particularly without tickets. If you want to make a fake ticket up for now, you could do that and have the associate make a fake ticket up that these are the products that we used, and these are the services. Now, all we're asking again is that they be educated on what was used. What was used and why. That's an offering, so that they can make an offering. Now, what won't work is this. If we're saying, yeah, let them know what products you used, and then they go up front and they say, this is the shampoo that they used on you. Would you like to take this home today? And they have no idea what they're talking about. They look at them like they have 6 heads. Like, what do you mean they use that shampoo? If they didn't hear anything about it and they ask them that question, then it looks like sales. Then it's not an offering. Then it becomes weird.
Or even better, yesterday at the village, the desk coordinator asked a stylist, what are you going to use on her? And she said, I'm going to use this on her. So she had it ready for her at the front desk. Well, when she was going to use it, the lady was like, don't put that in my hair. I don't want anything in my hair. But there was no communication that it wasn't used. So when she came up to the desk, you know, poor Sophia, she was like, she used this on you. And she's like, no, she didn't. And then, of course, it became like a weird thing. Like she's trying to upsell or she's trying to, you know, get something. So it's important to have that communication, you know, between you guys and us. To really actually say, I did use this and I talked to her about it. Not just I use this and she's never heard about it. Because you just sprayed it and you never said a word and she has no idea why you used it, you know. So it's important to talk about using this for this and this, or, you know, to help you with volume or to get rid of your frizz, so that they at least hear it. And if you could put it in front of them so they can see it, that's even better. Because then the whole time after, they're looking at it. So they're familiar with it.
You know, right now, 5% of our guests use our products. So there's 95 out of 100 that don't. And if given the opportunity, there are more than 5 people out of 100 that would purchase the product. If they heard you're passionate about something that you're using, you're excited about it, they want to please you, some of them. Some of them love you so much, you're such a god to them, you change their life so much that they'll do whatever you tell them to do. It's just a matter of, this is what I recommend, this is what I think is best for you. Then you're with them for the whole 6 weeks in between. They're thinking about you. They can't buy it on Amazon. They can't buy it anywhere else like you can everywhere else. It locks them into us. We know that the more people who use our products and pre-book their appointments and spend more here, we have an 80% greater chance of keeping them. We don't need to do any more new guests. We could literally do the same 22,000, but pre-book 75% of them instead of 65% of them. Have some of them get some of the offerings of the luxury menu, off the luxury menu, and it would turn our results around for the year. And their experience would be better. I was watching people leave. I was interviewing people as they left, asking them, what did you think? What did you like that? How was your experience? And just the pampering alone, just the attention on them was what made a big difference for people. You know, had them, people who've been coming for 20 years, have a new experience that was a little different. To have somebody rubbing their hands. Now that's ordinary for Maria. Maria's doing that anyway. That's kind of just who she is. But when it's embraced fully by everyone, and even the steamer, you go, what is a steamer? What do we need the steamer for? Literally, the steamer creates commotion. It creates something in the salon that people look at. What is that? It lets people, it's a marketing thing, literally. It's not only, it's that Tony, another legend out there, Tony Ridgway. So that's the point of that. You know, that's the point of having the steamer and adding it on and having that be a part of it. So the campaign, which isn't a campaign, it's just a new way. So we have to think of this in a new way. This isn't just, oh, what crap is he dumping on us now? What more do we have to do now? If you're not getting uncomfortable, you're not in the right conversation. It should be uncomfortable. Discomfort right now is what this is about. Having new conversations with people, conversations that you're not used to, making a difference. So the 3 things that have to get to the front are: was anything changed? Is the computer updated? Is the services that were put into the scale system, were they updated? When do you want to see them again? And what products were used? So that's a critical handoff thing that has to happen, because what they're doing has to alter too, because they're not going to do that inauthentic. Do you want to book your next appointment? People don't want to do that. So it's going to take a level of working together in new ways, and having your associate or whoever your partner is right now, support you with that.
And we have the day runners that you've seen up front that we've been printing where we've been tracking the overages. Well, now we can use those for now until we can figure out something with tickets. You can have your associate write it on that, or if you have time in between, you can write on that 6 weeks. And the product or whatever, if you wanted to. We'll have them up front, so you can do that too if it makes it easier. So while they're processing, that's the information that you can use. And like check off that the dish is correct, something like that.
Yeah.
That helps we can do that. Because I know sometimes paper tracking is a little bit easier.
So it's gonna be on the front?
We will just keep them at the front, just like we have been this whole time.
Yeah.
Just keep them at the front. And associates can come grab them if they need to.
Oh, Tony, what's up?
Angela, she's doing.
Oh, I
We have
love
the little
it. Beautiful.
On Amanda.
So it's easier.
Hang on one second. Let me just get them back.
Fish is correct. I mean, you're good about bringing them on.
Marina, what do you want to share with all of us? What you want to share with, because what are you going through here? I want to hear it too.
I just shared it with everybody and now I'm sharing it with her.
Oh, got it, catching her up.
Because
Okay,
she missed
okay.
it.
Okay, got it.
Can I just add one little piece? On Monday, Brenda brought it to my attention that fish is like your nemesis here, and Allie and David. And whatever you can use this for, Katie saved my life as a stylist because she was my associate, and she really is a fish guru. And I did discover there's like 2 really simple things I found on Monday, and I'm not a master at it, that may help you. So please utilize Katie while she's here because she saved my life, and it's how I actually mix and reweigh. So I'm not technology, I need her. So she may be the saving grace for that as well today. If you need her and you want her, just pick her brain because she's really good at it. She won't toot her own horn, but she comes in the morning and I'm set up for the day because she knew how to do whatever she does for magic. So there's a couple of buttons that I don't think are being utilized, and it makes it very frustrating. But if you knew what those buttons did, I think you might not hate it so much.
Especially in Village over Tuesday and Wednesday, and we're like, oh my God.
I mean, one of the biggest things that I heard that you can start doing right this moment is make sure your mat's clear when you're measuring. If you measure and there's anything around it, it's not going to measure properly.
On the little fish.
On the Vish mat. So if you're getting like, no mat, so if you, that charger over there in the morning, if you can move that away, like little things, anything on the mat is why it's reading wrong. And clean the iPad a lot with alcohol, and that will help you. But there's lots of little tips that we can help you with, and that, I will try. She will be better at it.
There's also a segment button that was like a mind
That's
blower
what
for
that
everybody.
Yes, I need you to show me. We're gonna have to.
There's so many little tips and tricks. So we're here all day. So not only are we here for add-ons and Customer Appreciation Day, but I am offering up my skills. I will help if I can. But yes, Monday when I tried to show, I made it more complicated. So I think she would probably be there.
Yeah, so use that partnership today. They're both going to be here all day today, so
However we
to
can
support you in that way. Ellie, did you have a question? You raised your hand.
Oh, yes, I want to know if Brenda will give us like a more detailed information about each and every one of those pockets.
Oh,
All of them.
I can print. I sent you that thing.
Thank you.
I can just print a couple up and we'll tape them to the back.
Like in detail, what they do, like how.
Yes, no, and it even breaks it down like who it's for, how you use it, how long. Yes, and just have a printout. I know, we're better with visuals and paper.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
I don't want
Yeah.
to.
and they'll be here today too, so you can experiment with some of those. So
Yeah.
use them while they're here
Yes.
today.
Yes, they're great.
Guests coming in now? Are we?
Yes.
It's 10 to time. Okay, got it. So today offerings. Everybody, we're going to try to hit at least 50. Half your guests today have the experience, and get one yourself too. Walk around with eye patches.